Honey, when I tell you they recorded it, they recorded it. They recorded it. Students on that island got footage of Nolan Wells in an altercation on that boat. Him and somebody yelling at one another on camera. And this boy still ended up dead. And the system looked at all of that and said, no foul play in Mississippi. And now they floating the word manslaughter around like they doing us a favor. Oh, we about to go all the way in today, honey, because I got news for everybody. And this ain't the part where we celebrate. This is the part where we watch them build the exit ramp in real time. Let me say it again so it's land, okay? Ben Crump, the family attorney, said it on ABC. Students recorded an altercation on that boat. Nolan and somebody going at it, yelling on camera. And Ben Crump's next sentence is the one that should make your blood boil. Investigators continue to tell the family, we don't see any evidence of any foul play. Even though you have students have recorded altercations. And if you really want to know how I feel, I believe the altercation was with Wyatt. It was with Wyatt. Yep, that the owner of the boat. I believe it was with Wyatt. But let me read that back. There's a video of a fight on the boat the boys was on, and the story is still he just drowned. And the sheriff knows the footage is out there. That's why his office is begging the public for any photos or videos of alleged altercations. You don't beg for something that don't exist. And remember, the coach was on camera pre-denying a video weeks ago. That wasn't Nolan what the coach said. They've been this new footage, okay? They've been praying that this footage stays buried. Now, the DA met with Nolan's parents Wednesday. A grand jury is next. And the legal folks are saying the boat operator could catch charges, y'all. Yes, the boat operator could catch charges. Okay, and I'm going to ask y'all again, who is the boat owner? Is it Wyatt? I suspect it's Wyatt, one of the white boys, but let me know. And the word they keep on using is manslaughter. That's what you see on social media, manslaughter. And your comment section, honey, it already diagnosed it. 131 likes. They said this, taking his property, taking his property and inflicting harm, causing death would make this murder. Do you hear what I'm saying? Yeah. Manslaughter is to ensure those convicted are severe minimum prison time, if any. Say it again for the people in the back. If they took his phone first and ended up dead after, that's not an accident. That's a plan with a body at the end of it. Manslaughter, manslaughter is the makeover they give murder when the killers got the right last name. Honey, y'all been talking in these comments. Another comment said they setting this up for less than 10 years. If they 17, they out by 27. Whole life ahead of them while Nolan is gone forever. I agree with that. I agree with that, honey. 10 years not enough. No, no, no. Wyatt needs to go more than 10 years. Listen, out by 27. Do you feel me? That's an exit ramp. And the top comment got 428 likes. They said this, I believe it when it actually happens. Don't celebrate charges, celebrate convictions. They want us to be grateful for crumbs, so we'll just go home. We ain't going home. We staying right here. I ain't going nowhere. Now let me tell you what the law says. Because it's worse for them than the streets do. Okay. It is worse for them than the streets do. The law, the operator of a boat has a duty of care. Did y'all know that? Every soul you bring out that water is your responsibility. Did y'all know that? You bring them out, you bring them back. That's the law of the water. And it, honey, and it don't care about your excuses. Nolan was their passenger, and they left him on that island with no phone, no way to call for help, no way to reach his mama. That's neglect by definition. You don't take nobody's phone and leave him stranded on the island. Once you knew you had his phone, you turn back around and you give him his phone. You know he's out there on the island by himself. And the drinking, the friends told ABC they were drinking since late morning. That's what the friend told them. Now, they should be charged for drinking because all of them are underage. Who allowed them to be drinking? Who is supervising them? See, who sold them that alcohol? See, all of them need to be arrested. If the driver was drinking, that's a BUI, boating under the influence. So whoever was driving on that boat drinking, Wyatt, drinking age in Mississippi is 21, and there's a whole photo of these boys with beers in their hands. And if they took his phone on purpose, you know that's theft, right? Honey, that's not one charge, honey. That's a stack. That's a whole stack, right? That's a stack. Yeah. And they trying to look, they're trying to shave the whole stack down to one little manslaughter, like a little patty, so everybody can just go to sleep. But the biggest tale came from the top of the state. Wednesday night, the governor of Mississippi finally opened his mouth. Did y'all see it? He says, I have yet to see a fact or a piece of evidence that would suggest any foul play. Honey, you ain't seen it. There's a whole recorded fight, a whole swipe phone. You got hidden keys, a boat that was sinking, but hold on. The boat was sinking, but it was running errands for hours. Okay? A dead 18-year-old and the governor of Mississippi can't see nothing. And you know he's white. He's the governor of Mississippi. That's a white man. Hello. Maybe because he ain't looking. He ain't looking. And then he told on himself, y'all. Confirmed that he and the sheriff, the man running this investigation, are real close. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know the sheriff and the governor are thick as thieves? Press 1 if you didn't know that. You see, they all working together, you see. Really close. The governor and the sheriff, oh, they good time buddies, honey. And the comment that nailed it, 191 likes. He knows the sheriff very well, but hadn't bothered to speak to him about the case. That's gross. And another one said it with no filter, baby. The governor, the sheriff department, the judge, the medical examiner, all working together to cover this up, baby. The fix ain't the dark in the dark no more. It's on camera. Yeah, it's on camera. And since the governor's eyes don't work, let me read him the list. Cause one of y'all wrote it better than any news station in America. Foul play is having his cell phone, coming home without him. The boat is broken, but the boat keep on driving hours later, not knowing where the keys are, erasing everything off of his phone, lying to his daddy, lowering it up, and not looking for the body of your best friend since childhood. Yeah, that's foul play. Every item on that list is a choice. A dead boy don't make choices. The living made them for him, honey. And the grand jury, a former Mississippi appellate judge, warned about this move. DAs hand cases to grand juries to dodge responsibility. Yeah. DAs hand cases to the grand juries to dodge the responsibility because the DAs don't want to be responsible. If they don't indict, the DA just shrugs and says, "It wasn't me." 191 likes on the realest comment in the section. Honey, the grand jury is rigged too. Yes, it is. This whole system is rigged. That's why I need to be gutted out like a fish, honey. Yes, it does. Now, I need you to sit with this comment too. 261 likes said, I had a cousin who died the same way. North Carolina, 1987. Same situation, same company of people. When his body was recovered from the water, he looked like he was severely beaten, and no one was brought to justice. Honey, 1987, that's almost 40 years. Same story, same water, same silence. And that's the fear, honey. Not just they did it, but they get away with it too. And it just happened again and again to another black mother's son. Maybe even yours. Because a system that lets this shit slide once will let it slide forever. That's how traditions work. They told us that themselves. Another comment said it plain, honey. Black people, we are on our own out here, honey. So here's what we stand. Nolan gets laid to rest Monday in Ocean Springs, okay? That's when the funeral. The primary autopsy findings come right after. And you better believe they're watching that calendar, hoping we too busy grieving to watch them. Don't give them peace, because here's a proof pressure works, okay? Pressure works, baby. The only reason we talking about grand juries and charges at all is because we didn't shut up. Did y'all know that? Press 5 if you know. That's the only reason why we even talking about grand juries and charges, because we ain't shut up. Hello? The DA didn't move because she wanted to. She moved because the movement made her. She kept his name low. That's why we got to do this. We got to keep his name loud. Nolan Xavier Wells. If y'all still support me on this case, on this channel, please press the 7, #7, so I see you and know that, hey, I'm supported and I'm wanted, baby, okay? I want y'all to keep demanding that video footage. Keep counting them lies that keep on stacking up. No crumbs, no exit ramps, no manslaughter makeover for a murderer. Footage first, body after, freedom. Not if we got something to say about it, okay? Justice for Nolan, justice for his mama and girl, honey, sir, we ain't going nowhere. We is not going nowhere, honey. All right. And I thank y'all. I see y'all putting them 7s up. I really do. And I'm going to come back later on today to give y'all some more information. Okay. Uh-huh.